at their own 16. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On second down, Mostert. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this will be caught at the 30. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 42 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's Mostert. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
And going deep for Hill. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson flushed to, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 42-yard line. Here's a toss play right to Mostert. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield, the blocking forms in front, lofted it to the runner, and now not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Here's Mostert. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. It sets them back for 2nd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Escaping the pressure, and a big loss here as he's taken down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round, they told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. And he'll find Hall. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to get 3rd. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even...
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Tarvarius Moore.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
At their own 16-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. After the interception, here's Jackson going deep for Diggs. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
By the Chiefs.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
At the 19-yard line.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. I have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? You need that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Watch out for Hill on the return. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Mahomes now to throw. They're going deep for Hill. He's got it at the 15. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 59 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Makes the score, Chiefs 10, Bills nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, Jackson. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
A Hall of Fame coach once said there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. Now Mostert. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push.
Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That one goes for 30 yards.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs. And the defenses that can avoid giving them up, well, they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
They'll run with Mostert. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
At their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson eluding the pressure right. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. This is Mostert. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jordan Willis coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he gets it down to the 32. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
At the 40-yard line.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. And his throw is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And that is incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. Jackson will throw again. Throw left side complete. That's McKenzie. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
to throw again is Jackson.
The 38.
Throwing the out route and complete. It's McKenzie. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brings up third down.
Jackson looking to throw on third. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Jackson on first down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. On play action, it's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
Mecole Hardman.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Come
On second down, here's Mahomes. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
And 14.
The Chiefs on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 14. They go play fake. Mahomes. Flushed out right. Man open, that's Robert Foster, complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 30-yard line. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. And again, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. Look at the big man rumble. 20, 10. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I've kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and it makes it 27-7 now.
Makes the score Chiefs 27, Bills 7. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball. And Mostert hit, and he drops the ball. Now this is picked up by the Bills. The big fella. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I've kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
Brought him down.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Right. Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming. He's 15. Watch the screen. Let's go.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Now Callaway on the return. Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson under pressure again, and down he goes again. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. They'll run the toss to Mostert. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
All day, every day, any day. Check 99, check 99, check 3, check 3.
It's a run with Mostert. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Buffalo
offense ready to go for their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
38-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Jackson. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. This to Jarwin. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
Another Bills 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Again, Jackson. Yeah, he'll find Hall. That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Jackson's pass.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. Mahomes going to throw it here. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at about the 31. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You can't just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st? Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
Intercepted by the Chiefs. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And now here is another interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
Intercepted. They'll take over 1st.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. One last shot for Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And that will write a finish to this ball game. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card.